Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Devin Duvernay to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, there are oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's another Bears first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This is Loveland working the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
At the 14-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Williams. Throws caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Looking for an open man. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They'll run it with Swift. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock, his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Play fake, it's Love. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Rolling left, buying some time.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
At the 38-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Love out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. First and 10 now at the 29. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Jaden Reed. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
On the sneak, it's Love. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On first and 10, here's Love. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Quick throw out wide by Love. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Christian Watson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Brock still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Bears bringing out an extra DB here, 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
McManus sends it through. And that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. First down throw by Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. To throw is Williams. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
2 yards on the pickup.
The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun now for Love. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Love now. Completes this one to Kraft. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Love on the play fake. Has his man, it stops. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. McManus sends it through. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. McCole Hardman now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
This is Reed working the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Play action, Love. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 25. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
That's good for the Packers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Thrown on first down, Love. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Throwing again, Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Love now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
McManus sends it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Tyler Scott now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Williams from the gun. He finds a Doomsday downfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down, Williams to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The throw left side finds Burden. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
A loss of a yard.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Ruben Hippolyte II able to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff, now Love. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long, they're going to throw. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Green Bay.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. They've got first down here from the 36. Jacobs running behind center. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Slot man motioned over. Love now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight ends? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
That is some old school brutality. An offense close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed right its way. In a battle of wills, the offense gets it done.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First down. A gain of 12. And a Packer first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
2nd and 7 at the Bears' 11-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. He's got it complete to Reed. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Drawing up the design keeper. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Sending a tight end in motion left. They're going to pass it here. Finds his man. It's Kraft. That's a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Green
The
Bay.
Packers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2.
The Packers will set up for the
All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Scott now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The 40. At the 20. He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
The score, Packers 15, Bears 7.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Out now runs the Packer offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So that's it for us here.